Arndale Centre in Manchester, in which 5 people have been stabbed. A man in his 40s has been arrested on suspicion of serious assault. Police, who are reported to have tasered the suspect, say they're keeping an open mind about the motive. Freddie Holder was in a shop at the Arndale Centre buying shoes when a woman ran in saying she'd been injured.
I'm still kind of in shock from it, shaking a little bit, but basically we were in the shop for maybe another 20 minutes. All shops had been locked down just for safety. So to watch the police and obviously the security run past. Police arrived extremely quickly, which was very lucky. And then after that 20 minutes, they did evacuate everyone.
It's been reported that all the other members of the EU have authorised the chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, to intensify discussions with Britain in an attempt to secure a Brexit deal. This morning, Mr Barnier held talks with the Brexit Secretary, Steve Barclay, which he described as constructive. The European Commission spokeswoman, Mina Andreeva, told a news conference in Brussels that efforts to reach an agreement were continuing.
We are working towards a deal because this is the determination to arrive at a deal. And I think if there is a will, there is, of course, a way. Otherwise, people would not be working on this.
A deal's been agreed for the sale of the Northern Irish bus builder Wright Bus. It's being bought by the businessman Joe Bamford. 1,200 jobs are at risk if the factory closes. The husband of the British-Iranian woman Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe, who's in prison in Tehran, has said he's grateful for the help of the authorities in getting the couple's daughter back to the UK. Gabriella, who's 5, had been living with her grandparents in Iran since her mother was detained on charges of spying, which she's always denied. Richard Ratcliffe told journalists it was lovely to have his daughter back after an absence of more than 3 years.
I spoke to Nazanin and of course she's really upset. Really upset. It's one of the things she really didn't want to happen was for her daughter to leave and her still be stuck in prison. And bless her, she's a bit shy and a bit traumatised and hasn't seen Daddy for a long time. And there is a language problem so it takes her a while to feel safe in terms of her not being here. It's just lovely to have her back.
Nike has closed its elite athletics programme known as the Nike Oregon Project after the banning of its head coach Alberto Salazar by the US anti-doping agency. The firm said it supported Mr Salazar, who previously coached the British Olympic gold medalist Mo Farah, but that the situation had become a distraction for its athletes. The Nobel Peace Prize has been won by Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed for helping to end his country's long conflict with neighbouring Eritrea. He said he was humbled and thrilled, describing it as an award for Africa. And that's the BBC News at 2:03. Our next is at 3.
Thank you, Lisa. Cheers, Jeremy. Ta-da, have a good weekend. And good afternoon today, Friday, the 11th of October 2019, and live till 5. It's The Big Show. Steve, right in the afternoon. Hello.
Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Nobody knows the trouble you feel. Nobody cares. The feeling is real. Johnny, we're sorry. Won't you come on home? come on home. We're worried. Won't you come on? What is wrong in my life that I must get drunk every night? Johnny, we're sorry. You better go home. Everything's cold. Can't find a room. Mine is all blown. Nowhere to sleep. Out in the cold. Nothing to eat. Nowhere to go. Johnny,
Because it's Friday, you know what that means, don't you?
we're sorry.
That's right, cakes. Oh no,
Come on home.
serious jocking.
We're worried.
And cakes as well or not?
Won't you come on
Maybe they're saying maybe.
in my life?
Fine young Cannibals, Johnny Come Home. Should we do some hands up? Let's have a look.
Steve Wright in the afternoon, yeah. BBC Radio 2.
Hands up for today, World Egg Day. Be good for you. Hands up for serious jocking today at 4:15. Can't wait. And there's more. Hands up for England. England v Czech Republic later. Yeah. Good luck. 7:45 kickoff. Big show on the air. Here comes the darkness. Heart explodes.
I'm standing on a cliff top and I'm looking out to sea. The sirens of the Netherlands are beckoning me. I'm trying to write a ballad that makes you wanna stay. They're easy to come up with, but they're difficult to play. Cause I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't know if I can. Sell the world a story about a woman and a man who meet at the beginning, together they belong. And it feels like they are winning till everything goes wrong. Take me to the open road, run until my heart explodes. Take me to the open road, or give me back the love I'm owed. Till my heart explodes. Till my heart explodes. I'm standing in the weather and I can't open the door. And suddenly it hits me, this isn't my house anymore. I knew you wouldn't listen, so I've given you carte blanche to build a clown asylum on the Neverland Ranch. I can't believe it's over, I can't believe I'm free to sleep with anybody who wants to sleep with me. I never wrote that ballad, there isn't such a song. I tried to make you happy and then everything went wrong. Take me to the open road, run until my heart explodes. Take me to the open road, or give me back the love I'm owed. Till my heart explodes. Till my heart explodes.
think the Darkness are back big time, don't you? Heart explodes. You can email us, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Should you need a shout at, you can text 88291 or tweet us at BBC Radio 2. What is it?
Don't you know who I am? I'm Emma Watson, companion to Sherlock Holmes.
BBC Radio 2.
This is Country Music with Brad Paisley. I'll be sharing some great songs from the past to the most recent out of Nashville and beyond, and reflecting a little bit on life as a musician. I remember thinking if this is where country music is headed, we are going to be in for one of the golden eras.
Baby, take my hand. I don't want to be a one-man band. Look hard.
This guy is unique.
No hands.
Brad Paisley.
Join me Saturday night from 9 on BBC Radio 2.
Will do, Brad.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Oh, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
2:12, this is Radio 2. Wet and windy across northern Scotland, southern England and Wales. Cloudy with sunny spells elsewhere. Don't think so. High temperature 17 in Brighton. Tonight the rain will continue for southern England, dry for the rest of the UK. It's going to be pretty much like this actually over the weekend as well. Tomorrow, for example, Saturday, more showers for Northern Ireland and Scotland. Cloudy with outbreaks of rain for the south coast of England. Lights on tonight. Edinburgh 6:23, Belfast 6:36, in Cardiff 6:29 and London 6:17.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Does that make sense? It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's Jeremy Vine.
Thank you.
Never give up on a good thing. Remember what makes you happy. Never give up on a good thing. If love is what you got, you got a lot. But it's tight. He's working every night. It ain't easy to keep the flame alive. And when he finally comes home to you, he's just too tired to do the things you want to. You can't help but wonder to yourself, how would it be with someone else? Just keep in mind every storm ends in time. Love is forever. Stay together. You got something real that you may never feel again. Never give up on a good thing. Remember what makes you happy. Never give up on a good thing. If love is what you got, you got a lot. Now you're the man, you got to understand. She don't need to make the scene. Like you, she feels all the weight you're under. And when she breaks, is it any wonder? I know sometimes it crosses your mind to get on out and stay hard to find. Before you try, you'd better look in her eyes. Love is forever. Stay together. You got something real that you may never feel Remember what makes you happy. Oh, never give up on a good thing. If love is what you got, you got a lot. Don't give up your good thing. Don't give it up. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Benson, Never Give Up on a Good Thing. Just after 2:15, can you give a big shout out to Mark and Kimberly from Arundel? Hello, Arundel, with new baby Everly. Everly! That's great! Steve, Will and Ali here travelling from the Wirral to Cardiff for the weekend. Please can you give Ali a shout out for her birthday weekend down in Wales. Tell her I love her millions. So that's from Will, I think, yeah.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
One of the greatest pop tunes of all time, the Rolling Stones, I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
BBC Sounds. Listen to hours of back-to-back tracks with music mixes to get you through the day. Like the Happy Hour mix. Continuous hits, past and present. With Matt and Molly.
Back once again like two renegade masters with the ill behaviour, because we've got some big old songs.
On-demand music mixes, only on BBC Sounds. Download the free app to listen.
Light brown skin, lips like Campari, and words like soda. Can I come over? Just let me in. I wanna go where the nights are blinding, could, I know where I'd be. In a little town in Italy. Close your eyes, come away with me. Tomorrow we'll be sitting by the seaside, drinking up the sunshine. Yeah, so why don't we go dancing in San Remo? We could be there in a couple of hours, to the place with the yellow flowers. Somewhere only we know, sunset in San Remo. To feel like this is one in a million, a suspended moment. Can we seal it with a tender kiss out of a movie made by Fellini? Love that you need me. Over there you'll shine like a star. Doesn't even matter who you are. Hold my hand and we'll travel far. Close your eyes and we'll be sitting by the seaside, drinking up the sunshine. Yeah, so why don't we go dancing in San Remo? We could be there in a couple of hours, to the place with the yellow flowers. Somewhere only we know, sunset in San Remo. Sunset in San Remo. There you can shine like a star. There's a place for you, whoever you are. I know you're tired of the rain, but tomorrow will be sitting by the seaside, drinking up the sunshine. Yeah, so why don't we go dancing in San Remo? We could be there in a couple of hours, to the place with the yellow flowers. Somewhere only we know, sunset in San Remo. Sitting by the seaside, drinking up the sunshine. Yeah, so why don't we go dancing in San Remo? We could be there in a couple of hours, to the place with the yellow flowers. Somewhere only we know, sunset in San Remo.
The waiter said, you know, Mr. President, your table will be ready shortly. I said, this is the last time I'm coming to IKEA's restaurant.
I don't care if you're here or if you're not alone. I don't care, it's been too long. It's kinda like it didn't happen. The way that your lips move, the way you whisper slow. I don't care, it's good as gone. I said I won't lose control, I don't want it. I said I won't get too close, but I can't stop it. Oh no, there you go, making me a liar. Got me begging you for more. Oh no, there I go, starting up a fire. Oh no, no, oh no, there you go, making me a liar. But I kinda like it though. Oh no, there I go, starting up a fire. Oh no, no.
Radio 226 in the news today. 4 people are being treated for injuries after a number of stabbings at the Arndale Centre in Manchester city centre. EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier has likened Brexit to climbing a mountain. After holding talks with Brexit Secretary Steve Barclay, Mr Barnier urged patience as the EU and the UK look to reach a deal ahead of a crucial summit next week. And Facebook's UK arm paid $28.5 million in tax in 2018 as revenues hit a record $1.65 billion on the back of strong advertising growth there. What's that you say? Who's on? Suggsy! Suggs chatting about the book Before We Was We, Madness by Madness, and their upcoming live dates also. There's Tim Smith, there's Bobby Pryor, Lisa Costello, Shoujo Saka, and the oldies chosen by Kate Semzichon from Worcester. Craig David, Scarlett Curtis and David Suchet in Best of the Guests, and at 4:15, they're jocking.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. That I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know me, no one could ever see me. Seems you're the only one who knows what it's like to be me. Someone to face the day with, make it through all the rest with. Someone I always laugh with, even at my worst and best with you. Yeah. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Hello, we're ordinary people.
Yes, we are, Mr. Cheap.
Just like the ones you see on the television adverts.
I'm the one in the background, pretending to talk to a customer.
So am I, but we've both got a line each.
That's right. There's plenty of entertainment at the weekends on Radio 2.
That's right. Tune into BBC Sounds or on digital or FM.
And don't forget your smart speaker.
He may be a veteran, but Tony Blackburn is on special offer this weekend on Friday night and Saturday morning. Offer closes Sunday.
Also available on the station on the Saturday is Ryland Clark Neal.
I think he must clean his teeth with Ajax.
Ha ha.
I know that's just a joke, Gene.
Tune in to Ryland Clark Neal on Saturday afternoon.
We are the ordinary people.
That's right. Just like the ones on television adverts.
There's a vision and it's in my head, and it's all the words you ever said. Don't go, don't go. It's a feeling that can never fade, and it's calling unbetrayed. Don't go, don't go. There's a fear growing in my head. It's burning holes in the empty bed. Don't go, don't go. I took your ticket on a killing ride, but now it's over and I wish I died. Don't go, don't go. Please don't It's a feeling that can never fade, and it's calling unbetrayed. Don't go, don't go. There's a vision and it's in my head, and it's all the words you ever said. Don't go, please don't go.
Don't go, OMD. Steve, say a big hello to Kelvin and John, our lovely husbands who are taking us away for a surprise weekend for our birthday. Love from the twins, Mandy and Anita. Oh, wow, that's great. Have a nice time. Let me know where you went. Steve, heading to our favourite place, Broadway in the Cotswolds, for a long weekend with my favourite person ever, my beautiful wife, Sarah McCarthy. That's from Mark. And Stephen Crew can give a shout out to hubby Tom, son Sam and mum Rita, all travelling from Tunbridge Wells to Bristol to visit our eldest son Gareth. Love the show from Mel. Let me bring on Bobby Pryor and Tim Smith and let's have a look at some factoids. I'll start. This is from today's press. Handshakes longer than 3 seconds cause anxiety. Now, Bobby.
During winter, there is not enough light for photosynthesis to occur, so the trees begin to close down their food production systems and reduce the amount of chlorophyll in their leaves. And because chlorophyll is the chemical which makes tree leaves green, as it declines, other chemicals become more prominent in the leaves. Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Which means we get ambers, reds, yellows of autumn.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. By the way, don't forget conkers. Here's Tim.
Up until medieval times, there were only 7 known metals. They were called the metals of antiquity. The metals of antiquity were gold, copper, silver, lead, tin, iron and mercury.
Blokes, if you want to be seen as more attractive, make a woman laugh. Researchers asked women how much they value their partner's ability to make them laugh. And the results revealed that women truly care about their partner's humour. If you're able to make a woman laugh, it's an extremely attractive quality. Now, here's Bobby.
8 billion devices will be connected to the internet by 2020.
8 billion?
Factoids.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Yeah!
BBC Radio 2.
Today is World Egg Day, as I mentioned earlier. Lakes International Comic Art Festival started in Kendal. In cinemas today, Will Smith's new film Gemini Man, about an aging hitman going up against a younger clone of himself.
Who are you? I don't want to shoot you.
Fine. Don't shoot me. Mind if I shoot you?
Did they show you a picture of me?
Yeah, you look old.
Wow.
Kid, you take one step closer. You're gonna leave me no choice.
I wonder if he gets double fee.
For twice the work, of course, yes.
The Royal National Mod, Scotland's flagship celebration of traditional and Gaelic culture, has begun today in Glasgow. Manchester Art Fair is on. Festival International des Pastes begins in Mexico. That's an annual event celebrating the humble Cornish pasty in Mexico, which was introduced to Mexico by Cornish miners in the 1820s. What a thing! Breaking Bad film El Camino arrives on Netflix today. And in the football, England play Czech Republic in their latest Euro 2020 qualifier match in Prague. Happy birthday, Dawn French.
Professionally, I think my biggest lesson has been to look forward. In fact, I don't think I ever stop and look back at all. And sometimes I'm a bit surprised by what's happened already. Personally, I would say that my mum used to say something to me that I've always remembered, and it really helps me. And she used to say, the only way out is through.
Through where?
Through everything.
Through
Do
it.
not avoid anything.
Face it.
Face
Go
it.
through.
You cannot get out the other side unless you do go through. Because if you go round, it's always going to be there.
Oh,
if
that's
you go
brilliant.
through it, you can get past it.
There's a yellow weather warning for rain for the following areas until 6 p.m. tonight. The Midlands, Northwest England, Wales and Yorkshire and Humber. The Met has said that the heavy rain could cause some flooding with disruption to travel. Now, here's Bobby Pryor.
Traditional British meals such as shepherd's pie and toad in the hole are dying out because people are saying they are too boring. How can toad in the hole be boring?
Or
Swimming in
shepherd's
green-
pie. You put all your vegetables with that, you're laughing.
It's fantastic. When questioned about meals, 43% said they prefer Italian, Indian and Chinese as they are tastier and exciting. I don't know who's making them shepherd's pie.
There's something to that. I mean, we had Chinese meal last night and it was delicious as a shepherd's pie. But you can have both, surely, can't you? You can have them all.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things that you go, shepherd's pie and stew and dumplings, they are a steak
Absolutely.
course.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm aghast. I cannot take this.
Are you aghast?
I'm aghast. Look at me. Can't you tell?
I can.
Yeah, listen, it depends also on when you were brought up, I suppose. I am essentially a meat and two veg man, but we've changed our tastes, you know. We do like food from around the world. We had moussaka last night. That's lovely, but I still enjoy a toad in the hole or chops with a couple of veg. I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah, chops.
Yeah, I can have my head turned by a pad thai. It has happened, but that
I've heard
doesn't
that.
mean that I diss a shepherd's pie.
Well, you
a
know-
veggie one, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, as you say, people are turning away from meat anyway, aren't they? In many places.
But all those things that they're talking about, shepherd's pie and cottage pie and toad in the hole, you can make veggie versions.
Oh, yes, of course you can. Yeah. Do you want to do the anniversaries,
Oh, yes,
everyone?
please.
Okay. Apollo 7 launched, carrying US astronauts Walter Schirra, Don Estelle. No, can't be that same guy. Oh, it's Don Isell and Walter Cunningham. And one more. Let's see if I can give one to Bobby here.
You're trying to find a really difficult one that only Tim will know.
No, I'm not trying to do that. Here it is. Nice, easy one for you. Frederick Berglas, 1884.
I think he was the German industrialist that invented a kind of process to get oil from coal. Is that right? Is that the one?
Yes, you're on the big show. got 14 to 3. And we are let's have a look, just under an hour and a half away from Serious Jockin', our audio collage of disco, dance and club bangers with me, DJ Silly Boy.
Serious Jockin'.
Serious Jockin', no G. BBC Radio.
Now we're back with Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the M62 eastbound, 10 to 11, through to Birchwood. We've got an accident past the Croft Interchange Junction with the M6, so slow traffic. So if you're heading off the M6, just be aware it's a little bit slow. M60 anti-clockwise. Now, we had emergency repairs at Junction 2, which is the Cheadle Roscoe's roundabout on the anti-clockwise side, which caused big queues back to 4 at the Sharston link and on the M56. They've cleared the repairs, but it's still very heavy through that stretch. Other problems for the M6 southbound, emergency repairs 24 to 23 at Haydock. They're still there, causing queues back to 26. Over to the M1. Now, on the northbound side, we had a breakdown 29 to 29A. So past Chesterfield, it is still a little bit slow, but all lanes are open. M1 southbound, 14 to 13 at Milton Keynes. Got a breakdown there. There is still one lane shut. M25 queues already heavy, partly because of the weather conditions, I think, because clockwise it's busy from 10 the A3 all the way around towards 19. Across the top, 22 to 25 is busy. Anti-clockwise, it's kind of 17 to 11 at Chertsey that's slow moving. And then another queue past the M23 at 7, slow into the Dartford Tunnel from 3, the M20. The M5, Bristol to Weston-super-Mare, 14 to 21. Really slow on that southbound side. Couldn't find a reason for it, but it is very, very busy. And finally, the A37 between Farrington, Gurney and Bristol, Rush Hill, still closed both ways. Another one for you in 40 minutes.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Just a sincere and loving nudge that you can contact this programme. Just email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk or text 88 to 91.
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
He's such a nice boy, so well-mannered. He's so much better than the last one you brought around. Please and thank you, everything matters. I'm gonna make sure that she knows I'm the best. She's found the moment she walks out that door. I'm not pretending anymore. If your mother knew all of the things that we do. If your mother knew all the things we do. If your mother knew she'd keep me so far from you. If your mother knew all the things we do. Sneak out the window, bed stuffed with pillows. I'll be waiting in the car right around the block. Back of the Benz, more than a friend zone. We've been hiding since the time they forgot to knock. The moment she walks out that door, I'm not pretending anymore. If your mother knew all of the things that we do. If your mother knew all the things we do. If your mother knew she'd keep me so far from you. If your mother knew all the things we do. Next time that she sees me, she gon' act like she don't know me. Cause she knows all of the story. Now your daddy wants to kill me. Next time that she sees me, she gon' act like she don't know me. Cause she knows all of the story. Now your daddy wants to kill me. If your mother only knew. The moment she walks out that door, I'm not pretending anymore. If your mother knew all of the things that we do. If your mother knew she'd keep me so far from you. Next time that she sees me, she gon' act like she don't know me. Cause she knows all of the story. Now your daddy wants to kill me.
Charlie Puth and Mother. Almost 9 to 3 in Great Britain. This is Radio 2. Hello. Hey, Steve, good show. Can you please say a big hello to Phil, Carl and John at ECS Power and Control in Norwich. And you've got to give a shout out to Gwyn and Karen and Toby, the dog, travelling to Woolacombe.
This was never the way I planned, not my intention. I got so brave, drink
Perry, I Kissed a Girl. Little Mix are taking on Simon Cowell by launching a primetime BBC One Saturday night talent show to rival ITV's The X Factor. I read with interest today in The Sun earlier on. The band who won the contest in 2011, of course, are poised to infuriate their old boss, Simon, by mentoring on a show to find the next big pop group. I don't think he'll mind somehow. Graham Norton's show, great lineup tonight. Well, basically, it's Bruce Springsteen on tonight.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? What a booking, eh?
Know that. That's
Bruce
a great
Springsteen.
booking, yeah.
Yeah, it's on at 10:35. Graham Norton's show over there on BBC One. So Friday afternoon, here's just a few of the great guests we've had on the show this week. Don't forget you can listen back to all of these interviews on the BBC Sounds app. On Tuesday, we had Craig David on the show, and he spoke to us about his latest single, Do You Miss Me Much?, which has similar elements to his garage sound back in the early 2000s. Craig told us not only is his sound coming back around after 20 years, but also his fashion sense.
I pulled out an Avisu jean jacket, which was something I was wearing back in the day, from my mum's closet.
Still fit nicely?
It fitted perfectly, like a dream.
Oh, get you.
Like a dream somehow, right?
All right.
I'm just saying, it's like it fitted well.
We'll come back in 20 years from now, see it fits then.
Yeah, well, there's the tailor I've got. It might be able to open up a bit more from that. But I put it on, and everyone was like, wow, where did you get that jacket from? So there's a whole new generation were like, that is the new thing. And I'm like, wow, this is actually 20 years old,
so it's
vintage.
come back into fashion.
Cool, so anything you on your closet, bring it back out.
Scarlett Curtis spoke to us on Wednesday about her new book, It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies. Now, it's filled with essays from people discussing their personal struggles with mental health, and Scarlett hopes the book will help readers going through the same thing.
One of the hardest things for me was the shame that I felt around what I was going through. And I think anyone that's had any experience with mental illness knows that that becomes a huge part, because you feel so ashamed of what you're going through. You feel like you're the only person in the world that's going through that. And I really wanted to put together a book that was just so many different perspectives on all the different ways that mental health can manifest itself. Just so hopefully, if you are going through this, or if you know someone that's going through this, you can read the book and at least one thing will stand out to you and will maybe make you feel less alone.
And yesterday, our friend David Suchet popped in. He chatted to us about his new photographic autobiography, Behind the Lens.
He's the Poirot guy, isn't he?
He is the Poirot guy,
Yeah,
yes.
I know.
And he told us that if it wasn't for an important phone call before accepting a job at a tailoring company, he wouldn't have become one of our best-loved actors.
Yeah, the Poirot guy.
I went in to accept this job.
Yeah.
And I was told by Mr. Warren, who was the head of the formal wear department at that time, that I had to make a very urgent phone call. And so I made this phone call, and I said, I've been asked to ring you. And they said, yes, who's that? And I said, it's David Suchet. And he said, hello, I'm Barry Ford. I said, I'm so sorry, who's He said, I'm your agent. And I hadn't spoken to him for a year, and he said, you got a job offer. And I didn't have the interview. If I'd gone for the interview and not made the phone call, I would now be measuring you in Manchester.
Make sure you got the BBC Sounds app to download Steve Wright's Big Guest podcast every day and to hear our guests in full. You'll also need the BBC Sounds app to download Serious Jockeying, which is on from 4:15 today. Please don't miss it and do participate. Thank you.
You got to take me, you got to make me.
Shop Boys and Years and Years.
Dreamland is a free land. Kiss me, hold me, take my hand.
It's beautiful. Dreamland. Now, when we come back, the non-stop oldies for today, chosen by Kate Semzischen from Worcester. 3 o'clock news is next.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. 3 people have been stabbed in an attack at the Arndale shopping centre in Manchester. A man in his 40s has been arrested on suspicion of serious assault. The building's been evacuated. Our reporter Peter Marshall is by the police cordon and is following developments.
Eyewitnesses have told how, first of all, they were alerted to what was going on by screams. Then they saw panic and lots of people running through the Arndale centre, and security shutters on some of the storefronts started coming down. Now, police say that counter-terrorism police are leading this investigation, but they say you shouldn't read into that this is definitely a terrorist attack, but they are keeping all options open in terms of a potential motive for this at this stage.
Brexit negotiations between the UK and the EU will be intensified following constructive talks between both sides this morning. This next phase was given the green light by the EU 27 after a briefing by their chief Brexit negotiator, Michel Barnier. No details have been made public about any concessions from the UK or the EU in an attempt to agree a deal. Mujtaba Rahman, a former official at the Treasury and the European Commission, said holding these talks represents progress.
It is a very substantial and positive move. It suggests that whatever was discussed between the two chefs yesterday in Cheshire is enough for the Commission to believe it's worthwhile intensifying discussions. It's worthwhile focusing in on some of the detail.
4 people have been found guilty at the High Court in Glasgow of trafficking women from Slovakia to Glasgow before forcing them into sham marriages and prostitution. Jurors heard that one victim was sold for £10,000 outside a shop in the city centre. The North Antrim MP, Ian Paisley, has welcomed an announcement that a deal has been agreed in principle to buy the bus maker Wright bus out of administration. There's now hope that 1,200 jobs will be saved at the plant in Ballymena. 2 teenagers have been arrested in Scotland after the Metropolitan Police's Twitter account was allegedly hacked several months ago. Messages appeared on the force's page calling for the release of a drill rap artist known as Digger D in July. Scottish Rugby is considering legal action to ensure that its crucial World Cup pool game against Japan goes ahead. World Rugby will make a decision on Sunday morning about whether the game in Yokohama will be played amid concerns over Typhoon Hagibis. If the match is postponed and declared a draw, Scotland would be knocked out. The chief executive of the Scottish RFU, Mark Dodson, says there needs to be more flexibility.
For World Rugby to just simply state that the game has to be cancelled, it goes against the whole in sporting integrity of the tournament. We've been preparing for this tournament now for the last 4 years. Our guys are over 100 days in camp. We've played 3 games already, and the 4th game, in this particular case, is pivotal.
In today's game, Australia beat Georgia by 27 points to 8. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3. Our next at 4.
Thank you, Lisa. Stand by for the oldies.
BBC Radio 2.
Now, the non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Do you remember Agatha's been in such another song? I've heard a rumor from ground control. Oh no, don't say it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed love. Saw the vivid details following. The shrieking when nothing is killing, just pictures of chap girls and synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick because glad it is glowing. Ashes to ash and funk to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low. Time and again I tell myself I'll stay clean tonight, but the little green wheels are following me. Oh no, not again. I'm stuck with a valuable friend. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. One flash of light, but no smoking pistol. I've never done good things. I've never done bad things. I never did anything out of the blue. Whoa. Wanna next to break the ice. Wanna come down right now. Ashes to ashes, funk to funky. We know
These oldies chosen by Kate Semzichon from Worcester. Steve, I live in Worcester with my husband Nick and our 13-year-old daughter Grace. I'm originally from Newcastle upon Tyne, but moved to Worcester 10 years ago with my hubby, who's Worcester born and bred. I'm a charity fundraiser helping to raise much-needed funds for our four-legged friends. In our spare time, we love spending time as a family, exploring our great British countryside. I'm a child of the 80s, but my musical tastes run from the 1960s to the present day. I'm delighted to hear my oldies played on Radio 2, as we have the radio tuned to your show every week in the office. Thank you. What do you mean every day? Thank you, Kate.
I know.
Got yourself a badge too.
About your kind. And so. I'll have to play. If you think you're getting away, I will prove you wrong. I'll take you all the way. Boy, just come along. Hear me when I say, hey. It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. You better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. Oh, I know. There may be others. And so. You'll just have to pray. If you think you're getting away, you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna turn this house around somehow. Murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. You better not kill the groove. It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. You better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor. But you better not steal the moves.
Beverly Police on the non-stop oldies. We're loving these. It's Kate Simsician from Worcester is picking these non-stop oldies. And let me remind you, after 3:30, Suggs talking about the book Before We Was We, Madness by Madness, and their upcoming live dates, etc. All right, now Luther, never too much on the oldies.
There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000,000 days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Too much, never too much, never too much, never too much. Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late, the boss is so demanding. Opened the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Well, who needs to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. We've come a long way, and yet this is only the beginning. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000,000 days in your arms is never too much.
If you need a shout out, you can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291 or tweet us at BBC Radio 2. These are the non-stop oldies. Luther Vandross, never too much, never too much, never too much. Stevie Wonder after this.
A spoonful of sugar, a handful of magic, and one very long word. Radio 2 presents a special gala performance of Mary Poppins.
I'm Zoe Ball, and I'll be hosting this practically perfect evening with beloved classics performed in an all-singing, all-toe-tapping, most delightful way.
Mary Poppins, a special Radio 2 gala performance for BBC Children in Need on the 12th of November at the Prince Edward Theatre in London. Find out how to buy your tickets at the Radio 2 website.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Back to back, it's hit after hit, the non-stop oldies every day.
Stevie Wonder and Elton John.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all the science I don't understand, it's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man, a rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Hello, I'm Ken Bruce, and all next week on Radio 2, the one and only Sir Elton John picks his tracks of my years and looks back at an incredible career.
This was an incredible record. I mean, it was, I think, one of the greatest records of all time. This record my mum brought home, and she put it on, and it changed my life.
Just take a walk down Lonely Street to Heartbreak Hotel where you will be.
Tracks of My Years
With Sir Elton John.
This song is a classic.
starts Monday morning from 9:30.
On BBC Radio 2.
Playing everywhere. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
more, you can sleep on the floor. 'Cause I'm knocking you out. So come on, get up, I won't say it again. I'll drag you out.
Non-stop oldies. Thank you for them. Badge on its way and all that. Steve, my sister Louise and I are travelling to Cardiff to celebrate our cousin Kerry's wedding. Please can we have a shout-out? Thank you so much from Jen. Right, you're going to give a shout-out to my sister Sarah and husband Brian, who are currently driving from Nottingham to France and Belgium. That's from Richard Pike. Wow. Just ground to a halt on the M25. Tell my wife Andrea I love her to bits. We celebrated our wedding anniversary on the 2nd of October. Great show, by the way. Thank you, David. And Princess Leia. Princess Leia is the dog. And the force is with her. There's a yellow weather warning for rain for the following areas until 6 p.m. tonight, so as you know, just saying, the Midlands, Northwest England, Wales and Yorkshire and Humber. And the meteorological people said the heavy rain could cause some flooding with some disruption to travel. And this afternoon, well, wet and windy across northern Scotland, southern England and Wales. Cloudy with sunny spells elsewhere. High temperature only 17.
BBC Radio 2.
Now here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Doncaster bypass on the northbound side, the A1M. There was an accident just past 35 for the M18. It all cleared out of the way, but we still got really heavy traffic. M6 southbound, 24 to 23 at Haydock. 2 lanes remain closed as emergency repairs continue from Ashton down from junction 24. Solid queues back to the M58 at junction 26. Now the M62 eastbound, first of all 8 to 9 through to Winnick, got 2 lanes closed with an accident there. And then eastbound between 10 and 11 we had another accident. Again, 1 lane is shut. And the M62 westbound, 24, 23 across the top, Ainley Top to Huddersfield. They are holding the traffic. There's been an accident there, so nothing is getting through at the moment. So they started to hold the traffic at about 25 past 3. Then to the M1 on the southbound side, 21A Leicester North to 21 for Leicester. Got an accident there on the southbound side, still causing queues. M1 southbound again, 14 to 13. Got another breakdown down towards Milton Keynes South. And northbound, 13 to 14. Up from Bedford, we've also got another breakdown towards Milton Keynes. The M25, now it's usual suspects really clockwise. First of all, from 10 the A3 to 17 at Maple Cross. There was a bump at Maple Cross, which is now gone. Across the top, we had an accident from 21 the M1 to 20. So anti-clockwise, we've really got queues back towards junction 22. Then on the anti-clockwise side between 16 and 11 at Chertsey is slow. And then the Dartford crossing. Now you've got queues both ways. In from the Dartford tunnels, anti-clockwise from 3 the M20. And then clockwise, it's queuing from 29 from Romford over the QE2 bridge. Then we've got the M3 northbound breakdown between 3 and 2 up towards the M25 is still slow. On the rails, Virgin Trains West Coast. We've got no trains at the moment between Blackpool North and Preston because of flooding. Then on northern services between Blackpool North and Preston, they've got a replacement bus service because of flooding at Kirkham. And then with the ferries between Dover and Calais, and with DSC ways between Dover and Dunkirk, expect delays of 1 hour and 15 minutes in both services. And Eurotunnel freight service, we've got delays of 90 minutes because of the weather conditions. Another one for you in half an hour.
Okay, thank you.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Daniel Ek, the Swedish inventor of Spotify. Ideal for pimples and abrasions. Conditions apply.
It's been lonely, trying to get your attention from 1,000 miles away. And you know me, always overthinking the worst possibilities. Yeah, we both know it between you and me, there's an ocean. Cast away in a sea and it's frozen. I'm exposed, can't you see? All I need is a little warmth. Without your arms around me, without you on my skin, without you on my body, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be desperate or pretend that I'm not torn, but I don't want to let go of the things that keep me warm. Without you, I'm just cold. I built a little boat with a sail from the memories I've been collecting, and I'll hold out for the wind to blow me, take me home the whole way in your direction. Yeah, we both know in between you and me there's an ocean, and I'm just trying to get a little closer. Pull me in, 'cause I'm in, all I need is a little warmth. Without your arms around me, without you on my skin, without you on my body, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be desperate or pretend that I'm not torn, but I don't want to let go of the things that keep me warm. Without you, I'm just cold. Without you, I'm just and I need a little fire, and you're my gasoline. Light me up, I'm burning with all these things I feel. I always hold this flame for you, but it's naked on a breeze. So let me in, don't lock me out, don't cast me out to sea. Without you arms around me, without you on my skin, without you on my body, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be desperate or pretend that I'm not torn, but I don't want to let go of the things that keep me warm. Without you, I'm just cold. Without you, I'm just cold. Without you, I'm just cold. Without you, I'm just cold.
Here we are returning for some factoids. Look, it's Tim Smith.
When you toss a coin 10,000 times, it won't land on heads 5,000 times and tails on 5,000 times, but roughly it'll land on heads around about 4,950 times. Why?
Why?
Because the heads picture on most coins anywhere in the world weighs slightly more than the tail side. Therefore, it will tend to land on the head side, tails up.
So when you say heads or tails, you should always say heads.
No, tails. It lands tails up more often.
Yeah, but you can calculate it. Is there a formula there?
I haven't actually finished the formula yet. I'll get back to you on that one.
Well, hurry up and then we'll do it. What else? You get 7.5 million toothpicks out of 1 cord of wood. Now, here's Bobby.
The first Fords had engines made by Dodge.
And Tim.
True balsamic vinegar must be aged for a minimum of 12 years, otherwise it ain't real.
I was just laughing, actually, Bobby, reading out that thing about engines, because Bobby and I last night were looking at an old Candid camera. And it's the one with Jonathan Routh, with the original hosts of Candid Camera in Great Britain. And they get this car, they put it on a hill, they've taken the engine out.
I think it's an Austin 1300.
Yeah, it's an old 1300. So they roll it down into a garage. The woman in the car says to the people in the garage, I can't get this thing started. Do you think you could have a look at it? So a bloke comes down, he says, there's no engine.
Lifts the bonnet.
And walks around the back, obviously goes in the boot, that's maybe. Underneath it, looks on the other side like it's a tiny thing and maybe in the glove compartment.
Looks everywhere for the engine.
Yeah.
And there's no engine in there, obviously. They say to the woman, did you drive in? Yes, I've just driven in just now. Well, how'd you do that? There's no engine.
Factoids.
Hey, you! Don't watch that. Watch this. This is the heavy, heavy monster sound. One step beyond.
friend Suggs, he's a singer. Is he? Author, broadcaster, and renowned raconteur. He's a raconteur who also happens to be the frontman of Madness, one of the defining British bands of the last 40 years. And when you hear 40 years, you think, my goodness. They've just published their first official book before We Was We, Madness by Madness, and Suggs is here to talk about it. Hey, Suggsy, how are you?
Very good, Steve. Very good.
Good to see you. So talk us through the kind of format of the book.
This is our 40th anniversary. We wanted to do a book, or publishers did, and we thought all our success has been pretty well recorded and chronologised, if that's a real word.
It's not a real word.
That's not a real word.
No,
but chronologised.
That's the real word.
That's the weird word. It just came up. We've been talking for some time about explaining what life was like to a younger generation, possibly, of how different life was in the 70s. And then it came to us maybe just to do it in our own voices rather than have someone else write it. So a very nice guy called Tom Doyle interviewed us all. We talked about maybe doing it as a collective, but then we thought it might be more interesting to, like all those things happen, whether you've been to a party and then everyone says a completely different version of it.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't me. Yes, it was on all that.
Yeah.
So we've all explained our experiences in our own voices. So you've got every member of the band talking about a situation from their own perspective.
When did you guys really kind of get together? I know we're going to talk about the book, which is before you were Madness, really. But when was the first time you were a unit?
I didn't spend a lot of time at school. I used to hang around at Hampstead Comprehensive because my school was like a nightmare. And it had no girls either. So I used to bunk off and go and hang around at Hampstead Comprehensive, which was, a bit more free and easy, hippie teachers.
So where was your school?
Mine was in Finchley Road, which was
okay.
not far away. But the irony of bunking off school to go and hang about in another school didn't hit me for another 30 years. You know what I mean? I mean, if you are going to bunk off, why go and hang about in another school?
Did you go to lessons in the other one?
No, I used to hang around in the common room, though. Yeah, where teachers would smoke and hang out with the kids and all that.
Yeah.
But that's where I started to meet some of the band, Mike Barson, the keyboard player, and him, Lee and Chris were a couple of years older than me, and I kind of looked up to them. And they were in this gang called the Aldenham Glamour Boys, used to hang about in Kentish Town, and they were very charismatic, yeah. And we talked a little bit before we came on air about one of the first things I learned from them was they used to bunk on the freight trains, which stopped at Kentish Town West, often full of full Capris coming from the Dagenham.
Hop in a freight train in Britain, you never you think that belongs somewhere else.
No, exactly. You're not going down long, dusty desert roads, I can tell you that much. Going through Morden, Penge,
Nunhead.
in the pouring rain.
So, where did you meet most of the others and where did you hang out? I mean, there are loads of photographs of the original lineup, and this is before you were famous, right? So, talk me through that. Where did you go? Where did you meet? What did you talk about?
There was a pub in Hampstead called the Duke of Hamilton, which let underage drinkers like me slip in. There was a basement bar. We started hanging about in there, and there was a real eclectic mix of bad kids, good kids, and everyone was into fashion and music. And music was really the defining element. Half the kids were more into football or whatever, and we were really into music, and that's what we spent all our time talking about. Before the internet and all that, you'd buy an album, you'd go around to your mate's house, and you'd all sit around listening to that album.
Absolutely.
Over and over again,
Yeah.
and talking about it, and looking at the album cover and all that. That was what bound us together. I mean, as I say, I was probably about 15, they were 16, 17. They go off to these parties and the door would just slam in my face because I was a spotty little twat in comparison to these manly
And
17.
they were all musicians, though.
I mean, Mike was the real sort of conduit because his elder brother was a very good pianist who played with Kate Bush and a number of other people. And his elder brother, Danny, was in a band called Bazooka Joe, who was sort of 50s rock and roll kind of band, who used to play in Hampstead Town Hall. And they were a big deal round our way.
Was there a conversation where you sat down, all of you, and said, OK, let's make a band. This is the time. When did that happen?
Because Mike had a piano in his house, and when his brother was out, he'd jump on it and try and practice as often as he could. And he said to Chris, why didn't you get a guitar? And he'd never thought about that before. Anyway, and a guitar was acquired, and then a saxophone, and then a drum kit, and bit by bit. And there were probably about 15 or more of us in this firmament hanging around together, and then it was just whoever turned up.
Fair enough. We're going to come back with Suggsy in just a moment. Don't go away,
Take time for your pleasure and laugh with love. Take the hand of another and sing for the wings of a dove. Whoa, whoa, for the wings of a dove. Whoa, whoa, for the wings of a dove. Look up at the rooftops when you're walking round. Don't think for a moment of looking down. Whoa, whoa, yeah,
before we, Madness by Madness, that looks back on the last 40 years of their career, but mainly focuses on before they were famous. Okay, so how do you think you've maintained it over the years? And the other thing, I mean, I've known you all of this time, and you're just the same bloke as you ever were. Here you are, a superstar band, and as individuals, especially your good self, famed. How have you managed that?
I mean, I think that is another nice thing about the book, trying to explain, is that we were friends before all this started. And that friendship is really what was the catalyst for all of this. So it got us through a lot of difficult times. I mean, I've certainly seen enough of my contemporaries fall out because of ego or money especially. But, you know, there were times when some of the band didn't want to work. I mean, Mike left in the late 80s and we kind of stopped for a few years. And that's always been the case. It takes a long time to agree on anything, like what trousers we were wearing even. But once we do it very wholeheartedly. And that sort of democracy is, I think, a very important part of what has made it pleasant and enjoyable to be around.
Or was it always going to be ska and reggae influenced pop or whatever?
Really, in the early days, we were doing cover versions. There was a real mixture. I mean, it was basically what you could play, you know, what you call 12 bar, which is the easiest kind of chord sequence. So things like Fats Domino, old 50s rock and roll. And then ska had a lot of very easy, well, often very few chords, and they were quite easy to play. And I don't know, for some reason we all started getting into that music and collecting old ska and reggae records. Once we started getting a few gigs, I mean, they started off, you know, we started playing in someone's flower shop, Heavy Petal on Hampstead High Street. Remember, a load of Teddy boys came in and they weren't particularly impressed until Danny, Mike's brother, jumped up on stage and sang Jailhouse Rock, and then they all dropped the buckets and the flowers and started happily jiving at the back.
What I found interesting reading the book is that you kind of all have similar family backgrounds. Not identical, but similar backgrounds. That helped bond you together as a band?
Not consciously, but yeah, we became some kind of dysfunctional family. Yeah, I mean, we all came from broken homes, whatever you call them nowadays, single-parent families. The incredible journey that we all went on together. We were all kind of looking after each other and sort of doing group therapy as it was going along.
But there must have been a moment when you said, actually what we're going to be is we're going to be a bit ironic, we're going to be a bit over there, we're going to be a bit...
a little bit of that, a little bit of this.
A little bit of that. But then, because you've continued in that vein right through until the present day, and that's what we know you for. I mean, when I saw you swinging in on ropes at a very posh awards thing, I'm thinking, that's it, that's the way to be, coming in on ropes. And then everybody's got the saxophone. I mean... Doesn't get better than that.
For sure, very early on, we realised we couldn't have humiliated ourselves any more than we already have. So that does continue to this day. But I think from very early on, and we talk about that a bit in the book, we were very influenced by what was on the telly, and there wasn't much. But comedy was fantastic. Tommy Cooper's, Spike Milligan's, Dave Allen's, Benny Hill. And that really informed the way we performed.
So now, what are you doing at the moment, I mean, in terms of touring and music?
We're going to do 3 nights at the Roundhouse to sort of celebrate the past, present and future of 40 years in Madness, and indeed Camden Town. We've got a couple of other surprises. We're trying to find some venues in Camden to really celebrate that period of our career. But we've also got this House of Fun thing that we do at Minehead at Butlins every year in November, which is always a fantastic treat for all of us and all our fans. We spend the whole weekend down there. That's coming up. And then we're hopefully going to make a new record in the not too distant future, yeah.
Excellent. OK, so we got Madness live dates, 29th to the 2nd of December, Minehead House of Fun Weekenders. And then 15th, 16th and 17th of December, London, Camden Roundhouse. Where else, of course. And before we, Madness by Madness is out now in hardback, ebook and audiobook. And yes, you heard Suggsy. Next time.
Naughty boys in nasty schools, headmasters breaking all the rules, having fun and playing fools, smashing up the woodwork tools. All the teachers in the pub, passing round a ready rub, trying not to think of when the lunchtime bell will ring again. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad? All I learnt at school was how to bend, not break the rule. Oh, what fun we had, but at the time it seemed so bad, trying different ways to make a difference. The headmasters had enough today. All the
film tonight. I found it hard to say. She thought I'd had enough of her. Why can't she see? She's lovely to me, but I like to stay in and watch TV on my own every now and then. My girl's mad at me. Been on the telephone for an hour. We hardly said a word. I tried and tried, but I could not be heard. Why can't I explain? Why do I feel this pain? 'Cause everything I say she doesn't understand. She doesn't realise. She takes it all the wrong way. My girl's mad at me. We argued just the other night. I thought we got it straight. We talked till it was light. I thought we'd agreed.
We all loved that. Thank you, Suggs.
Now when I try to speak,
You know we love you.
I don't care. She says I'm unaware, and now she says I'm weak. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Nutty boys! Da, da, da. From 4:15, it's going to be Serious Jockin'. If you want to get your Serious Jockin' message or your shout out in now, you can email right now. It's seriousjockin@bbc.co.uk. That's Serious Jockin', all one word with no G.
Serious Jockin'.
Or you can text 88291. That's 88291. Or you can tweet us at BBC Radio 2 just using the hashtag Serious Jockin'. And don't forget your no G puns. And Jules Holland will introduce today's Serious Jockin' in later style-y.
BBC Radio 2.
Now here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Doncaster bypass northbound, still a bit of a struggle up towards junction 36 for Walmsworth Road in Doncaster following the earlier accident. Now the M6 southbound, watch for delays 24 to 23 down to Haydock. We've got emergency repairs, so 2 lanes are shut there. And then to the M62 problems. First of all, eastbound 8 to 9, 2 lanes are closed with an accident. Eastbound 10 to 11, there's still 1 lane shut with an accident. And now the M62 eastbound between 19 and 20 at Rochdale, we've got a breakdown. Also westbound, the accident 24 to 23, Ainley Top to Huddersfield. They've released the traffic, but still with it a lane closure. M6 northbound between 1 and 2, they're holding the traffic up from Rugby at junction 1 to 2 for Coventry to move an accident out of the way. And the M1 northbound 13 to 14 is very slow following an earlier bump. And then the M25 towards the Dartford crossing got queues both ways, clockwise from 29, anti-clockwise from 3 the M20. I'll have more for you in 20 minutes.
And one more time, Serious Jockin' at bbc.co.uk. If you need a shout out, don't forget to tell us what you're doing and give us your no G pun. So that's Serious Jockin' at bbc.co.uk. Hurry. Or you can text us 88291 or tweet us at BBC Radio 2 using the hashtag, I think you'll find it, Serious Jockin'.
Billy do beep bop, Steve Wright in the afternoon. Serious Jockin'.
You said I love it to me, and I don't know what that means. So I froze on my feet. People use it so carelessly, and I couldn't believe that you were diving so deep. And you said perfectly everything I've been feeling about you. It's time to break the chains that held me back from you. So come on and take a little bit of my heart tonight. put it all on the line. But I've been changing my mind since you opened my eyes. It was the way that the light picked you out of that night. Then you were right by my side, put a soul in my body, and now it's time to close the space between the two of us. So come on and take a little bit of my heart tonight. No, literally don't mind. Just please don't misplace it, and take a little bit of my heart.
So Rosie is getting the texts and the tweets and all the stuff. Gonna make her laugh. Wow, we got hundreds already. Yeah. Serious Jockin at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 or tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Don't forget your no G puns for the Jockin. And this is Steve Wright in the afternoon. So, in the showbiz cuts, we've got Elton John with Ken and Keira Knightley. There's news with Lisa coming up next. There's traffic with Bobby, of course. And sport, the show, Joe. And at 4:15, the Jockin. Kingdom across the planet. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. Greater Manchester Police say they've arrested a man in his 40s on suspicion of terrorist offences after an attack this morning at the Arndale shopping centre. 3 people are in hospital with stab wounds. A 4th person was also hurt. Our reporter Danny Savage is outside the shopping centre.
Most of the area is cordoned off. There are police cars still all around and forensics officers carrying out tests as well. But around it, beyond that, Manchester's carrying on as normal. Many people are grateful that nobody actually died during this incident, and it perhaps sounded far more major than it actually is, looking at it for a few hours on. But a very serious incident nonetheless here in the centre of Manchester.
Boris Johnson has warned that the EU's willingness to intensify Brexit discussions doesn't mean that finding an agreement is a done deal. The Brexit Secretary, Stephen Barclay, held talks with the chief Brexit negotiator, Michel Barnier, this morning that were described as constructive. No details have been made public about any concessions from the UK or the EU in an attempt to agree a deal. Mr Johnson cautioned that no deal remained a possibility.
There's a way to go. It's important now that our negotiators on both sides get into proper talks about how to sort this thing out. And, if they can't, then we have to be ready, as this country is and will be, to come out with no deal if we absolutely have to.
Turkey has bombed Kurdish-held areas of northeastern Syria amid mounting international criticism of its offensive against Kurdish militias. Columns of smoke have been rising above the towns of Tel Abyad and Ras Alain. The UN says it has reports that Turkish assault has affected key civilian infrastructure. Union leaders have welcomed a deal which it's hoped will prevent the closure of the Northern Ireland bus builder Wright Bus. The firm was placed into administration last month. 1,200 people work at the factory in Ballymena. These employees welcomed the news.
We're all happy about it. Just get back in through the gate now in the door and get out with work.
Me personally, I've been waking up in the morning and just sort of what will I do now?
Let's just hope that most of the workforce gets back, and Mr Bamford hopefully will be taking on all the different areas and departments in the Wright Group.
The Metropolitan Police say a total of more than 1,100 Extinction Rebellion protesters have now been arrested in London since Monday. Climate activists have set up sites in Trafalgar Square and Vauxhall, and a protest has been taking place today outside the BBC's Broadcasting House, where 2 demonstrators have climbed onto a glass roof. Facebook's accounts reveal that the social media giant paid just £28.5 million in UK taxes last year, despite advertising revenue of £1.65 billion. Labour's Shadow Chancellor, John McDonnell, said the figure was another example of the grotesque unfairness of the tax system. Facebook said the company was investing heavily in the UK. And that's the BBC News at 4:03. Our next at 5.
Thank you, Lisa. Sport now, here's Joe Sarker.
Good afternoon. Scotland rugby head coach Gregor Townsend says he believes their crucial World Cup match against Japan will go ahead as scheduled on Sunday. The game's in doubt because of Typhoon Hagibis, which is expected to hit Japan tomorrow. The Scottish Rugby Union say they've taken legal advice on their position. Meanwhile, England's likely quarter-final opponents, Australia, beat Georgia 27-8. That was in their final pool match. Football, and England will qualify for Euro 2020 if they beat the Czech Republic in Prague tonight. Forward Raheem Sterling says he's excited by England's attacking options, but feels they still have to prove themselves on the biggest stage. The 16-year-old Liverpool winger Harvey Elliott, meanwhile, has been banned for 14 days for using offensive language in a social media video mocking Harry Kane. He's been asked to complete a face-to-face education course and pay a £350 fine. And in athletics, the Nike Oregon project has been closed down after head coach Alberto Salazar was banned for 4 years for doping violations.
Thanks, Jojo. Have a great weekend. Talk next week.
Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you. I'll spend the night while you live it up. I'm off to sleep, waging war to shape the poet and the beat. I hope it's gonna make you notice. I hope it's gonna make you notice. Someone like me. Someone like me. Someone like me. Somebody.
Serious Jock in about 7 minutes away. If you want to get involved, all you got to do is email seriousjockin@bbc.co.uk, or you can text 88291, or you can tweet at BBC Radio 2. The hashtag is SeriousJockin. Tell us what you're doing. Give us an OG pun. I hope you get on. Now, all next week on Ken Bruce's show, Sir Elton John will be choosing the tracks of my years. Expect to hear some amazing showbiz stories. and some really interesting choices. Elton picks an Aretha Franklin song, for example, and you'll have to wait until next week to find out which. But here's Elton telling Ken how he felt when he heard that she'd covered one of his and Bernie Taupin's songs.
And you can imagine how incredibly amazed we were and excited, because she was obviously one of my great idols, not only as a singer but as a piano player. And whenever I used to run into Aretha, I say, you know, you should play more piano, Aretha. She said, do you think? I said, do you think? Absolutely, you're incredible.
It was the European premiere of Official Secrets, which is based on the real-life story of GCHQ translator called Catherine Gunn, who leaked a classified email. Keira Knightley plays Catherine, and here she is on the red carpet paying tribute to her courage.
I think when you look at Catherine, she was absolutely putting her life, definitely her career and her freedom on the line, and actually I think very few people do that. Equally understandably, I think we look after ourselves, and the way to look after ourselves a lot of the time is to look the other way.
And we'll have Keira Knightley on this programme next Thursday.
They're the albums that have soundtracked the last 20 years.
And now, to celebrate National Album Day, we're counting down the top 40 albums of the 21st century. From Lady Gaga to Ed Sheeran, The Greatest Showman to Take That.
The UK's best-selling albums of the 21st century with Paul Gambaccini.
A Pick of the Pop special.
Saturday afternoon from 1.
On Radio 2 and the BBC Sounds app.
favour and just call up your friends and relatives and say, look, Serious Jocking's almost on. What you doing? Come on. It's time to stop now and get tuned in. Are you doing it or what? Come on. When you get on to them, just say, right, he said. Yes, there is Belinda Carlisle. Leave a light on. Oh, another one. A lot of people wasting electricity. It's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, M6 roadworks southbound 24 to 23. Now, there's emergency repairs. Have closed 2 lanes between 24 for Ashton to 23 for Haydock, with solid queues pretty much back to 26. It hasn't really changed, so if you're coming off the M58, that's going to affect you as well. Now, the M62, we had so many problems. So eastbound, 8 to 9. Still 2 lanes closed with the accident past Warrington West. M62 eastbound, 10 to 11. Another accident there. Again, 1 lane is closed past the M6 towards Birchwood still. And the M62 eastbound, 19 to 20 at Rochdale. We've got a breakdown still there, so 1 lane is closed. And then to the M62 westbound, 24 to 23. I'm waiting for them to release a lane between Ainley Top and Huddersfield. They've been holding the traffic for about 40 minutes now because of an accident. Then to the M6 at the bottom, northbound, 1 to 2. They've been holding the traffic to move an accident towards Coventry. M1 both ways between 14 and 13. We've had breakdowns which have now cleared, but it's still slow. And the M25, we've got clockwise queues, 10 to E17. Across the top, a bit busy between 22 and 23. Solid over the Q2 bridge from 29. Anti-clockwise, 16 to 11 is busy. And finally, into the Dartford Tunnel, it's heavy from 3, the M20. Back with more, half an hour.
Jules is going to go round the room now.
Stay right in the afternoon. Serious Jockey.
Hello and welcome to Serious Jockeying with No G, presented as usual in Bonhomie style by DJ Silly Boy. There's music from Roberto Sucre, the great Dead or Alive, and the marvellous sound of the immensely talented Mark Ronson. So now, without further ado, will you please welcome 45 minutes of bangers and floor fillers with DJ Silly Boy.
Serious Jockey.
Serious